All right, let's get straight to this. All right, I'm at work, so if I sometimes I might say something wrong, or I might say the word wrong, okay? Because I'm trying to get this out before I go back to work, so I get tongue tied sometimes. Just understandable, okay? Listen, so we already hear from Crawford what he's doing on his side. The last interview he had, he said he's going to fight Spence, but not right now. So I hear the bullshit on his side already. I don't know who he's going to fight next. So and so and so. I don't know if it's just a waiting game to see what Pacquiao's going to do. Okay, I don't know what it is. Okay, now on Spence's side, I'm seeing some awkward shit going on with the IBF, yo. Yeah, some weird shit going on with the IBF. But it seems like it's a strategic play. You see that word strategic? Yeah. Now, let's talk about what Spence said. Cause Spence, Man Down Promotions, is his own boss, isn't he? Yeah. Okay. He is his own boss. So he did say out his mouth, not from any other channel, that he wants to fight Manny Pacquiao and Bud Crawford next. That's the end of that. Out his own mouth. Plus, he's medically cleared. 3 things. It's a fact because it came out of his mouth. Man Down Promotions is his own boss. Okay? His advisor is Al Heyman. So it seems like he's going to end up getting some advice. Yeah, he's going to get some advice. Because the way I'm seeing shit, this interim shit going on with the IBF, with his mandatory Abdul, I can't pronounce the man's last name, but it has the whole alphabet in it. Sorry, okay? So Abdul, he's going to have to fight his mandatory. But then I hear, because I'm doing some more research on this, because I said, you know what? Let me try to do the whole box, every 4 corners, because I know there's always some bullshit that's going to happen. And I need to see what's going on in the beginning of the year so I could figure shit out at the end of the year. You see what I'm saying? So I'm noticing that Abdul is supposed to be fighting Lipinets, right? February 22nd on the undercard of Tyson, Wilder and Tyson fight. Yeah. And it's some kind of interim fucking bout and shit. And what does an interim mean? In the meantime. In the meantime. When the champ is out. But the champ is medically cleared. Can somebody, I'm kind of new to this too. Can somebody explain this shit? In the meantime. The interim means in the meantime. In the meantime, what if he's medically cleared and he's going to be back in May or June? So what are we waiting for in the meantime? Okay? But see, the whole year went by, right? And Spence had his voluntary with Mikey. He had his unification with Porter. That whole year is done. It's done. But when I did some homework, it says that his mandatory is up. And when his mandatory is up somewhere this month, that he have to start negotiations. But the way I see it, I'm seeing some kind of, not conspiracy, but strategically, I'm seeing that Lipinets and Abdul is going to have to fight February 22nd. Do that mean that the winner, since it's the interim, does that mean the winner of that fight is going to fight Spence? I'm smelling the bullshit already. But hey, let me tell you something. I'm the only man that said I want Spence getting a tune-up. And if the mandatory is considered a tune-up, so be it. Because, like I said, I need to know where this man is. Listen, the man is medically cleared, so it does not mean what's going on in his mental. Because he's cleared. Not that kind of clear I'm talking about. I want to see when his adrenaline is up in the fight. I want to see where his dog is in the fight. That's it. Okay? His speech has nothing to do with his mental if he's medically cleared. His speech has something to do with his dental. Let's get this common shit sense right. Yeah, let's get this shit right. So when I say I want to see him in the ring, I want to see the dog in him. I want to see his performance before he fight any top. Before he fights Bud Crawford, that goes for Bud Crawford too. I don't want him to fight Bud Crawford first, or Manny Pacquiao first, or even fucking Danny Garcia. I want him. I just want to see my man. I want to see my man, and I want to see that he's still right. As soon as he finished that Porter fight, he's that same dude that's ready to fight the next dude. Not after the accident, because like I said, yeah, the accident is a part of his life. Yes, it is an accident. It's a part of his life. Even though he's medically cleared, it's a part of his life. Subconsciously, it's a part of his life, okay? Boxers have things going on outside the ring, and sometimes subconsciously, it fucks with them inside the ring. Mike Tyson, Robert Givens, ever since that bitch got in his life, shit went sour. All right, so let's get back to the point right here. All right, so the year is up. He had his voluntary, Mikey. He had his unification with Porter, right? Everything successfully done. My man Spence, good. He had his accident. He survived it. My man Spence, strong as an ox. Okay, so all I want to do is see the man have just have a tune-up. Okay, so actually, there's a neck, and it's getting speaked out of this way and that way, because Man Down Promotions. Sorry, I told you I gotta go to work. I'm trying to zoom this shit up real quick. He's the boss. Yeah. But he's saying he wants Manny Pacquiao and Bud Crawford. But the way I'm seeing shit going on in the background with this interim, that means in the meantime, when Spence is ready. Okay, but Spence say he ready May in June. Why you have that? All right, enough of that. Listen, it's either going to go like this. After Spence get his tune-up, at the end of the year, he's going to either fight Crawford, which I'd love to see that fight happen. Actually, I would love to see that fight happen before Manny Pacquiao, even though I'm a Pacquiao fan. I want to see that fight happen, man. Okay, I have my reasons, but on top of my reasons, I still want to see that fight before Manny Pacquiao. Okay, so I'm not gonna make it sound like I have no motive behind my reason. I do have a motive behind my reason, but at the same time, I want to see the fight. So now, let's say that happens. There's only a couple things that can happen with Manny Pacquiao right now. Okay, Danny Garcia is having a fight with Ivan. Okay, I can't pronounce this guy's name. He has the red top head, okay? He has a fight with him somewhere, I think in January or February, early February. I'm not sure. I gotta look back at our shit. In January, late January, right? If he's successful with that and Danny Garcia put a bust down on this boy, we good to go. And plus, that fight right there, he was preparing to fight a southpaw. So, you know, sometimes actions speak louder than words. He's preparing for that fight with Manny Pacquiao, dealing with a southpaw. Okay, so he's preparing. If he gets to go, he's ready to go for that southpaw nonsense. Right. So, this was going to happen. It's either Manny Pacquiao is going to fight Danny Garcia. But in the meantime, please, after the tune-up in May or June or whatever, you could fight Terrence Crawford. Yeah? You could fight Terrence Crawford. Man down. Listen, you could fight. And I'm not saying that it's all on you because you're your own boss. Because there's another side that has somebody that has a boss. And that's Bob Arum. Okay? But it's plenty of time when Manny Pacquiao is dealing with Danny Garcia. So, please, I don't want to hear anything about, well, Pacquiao fighting Danny and he didn't want to fight Spence and it's all a duck again and all this bullshit. No. Okay? Because Spence said he only wants Manny and he wants Crawford. No tune-up. That means no mandatory, no bullshit in between. He said that. But on the other hand, behind him, Al Heyman and PBC is doing something different. So is this leading up to something that we're not going to expect or suspect or something's going to happen? Because that word interim is like a fucking, sound like some shit on the meantime. Until the champion's ready. But he's medically clear, so he's ready. So this is all I'm saying. There's only a couple things that can happen with Manny Pacquiao. He could fight Danny Garcia. After that Danny Garcia fight, somewhere at the end of the year, November or September, Mayweather comes into the picture. So, and breaking news, Manny Pacquiao said he wants that fight in the Raiders Stadium. Raiders Stadium, not in Vegas. Raiders Stadium, yeah. He's making some shit on, he's calling shit out, yo. He putting some shit on blast, which he needs to do. Being too quiet, people run all over you and say things, right? So he let people know, like, if that fight is going to happen with Mayweather, it'll happen September, November, and he wants it in the Raiders Stadium. And I don't see why it can't happen, because Mayweather is retired and he don't got shit. Get with the A side. Right. End of that. So that could happen while Crawford and Spence is fighting. And maybe the following year, because Pacquiao said 2 or 3 years he's going to still fight. Now, it's up to Manny Pacquiao. After he died, Danny Garcia, he got to retire, give up the belt, what everybody want him to do, or he could keep fighting, and he could wait to see what Spence and Crawford going to do. And if he decides he want to unify with Spence, if his goal is to be a unification, well, he could start off with Spence, because Spence said, I want Pacquiao before I want Crawford. And Crawford said, I want Pacquiao before I want Spence. Who's the boss? Pacquiao, because everybody want this man as quiet as it's kept. Yeah. So, it's either Mayweather come back and that fight happens at the end of the year with Manny Pacquiao. If not, well, listen, it might be Crawford don't have no one to fight. So while this man here, Spence, is getting his tune-up, maybe he can fight Porter. Okay? And that'll even be beautiful, because if Porter beats Crawford, if he beats Crawford, he can bring that back over here to the PBC. Make shit so easy, okay? Make the shit easy for Spence. All right? Porter and Spence part 2. Okay? Since Porter took the belt from Crawford. If that shit happened. That's just an if. Okay? But that's if, maybes, and all that bullshit. But if that fight don't happen between Porter and Crawford, well, Crawford's just sitting there waiting, because they ain't got no welterweights on that side. So he's just gonna have to wait. He's gonna have to wait for Spence, or he gotta wait for Pacquiao. Okay, so now Spence does his mandatory, his interim shit. He fights the winner of Abdul and Lipinets. Yeah, that fight happens. I hope everything goes good. He's the same man he was. He busts down that whoever was a winner of that. Bam. Now, it's either Pacquiao with Mayweather, Pacquiao with Spence, or Spence versus Bud Crawford. Okay? If Manny Pacquiao was busy with Mayweather. But like I said, everybody wants to choose Pacquiao first. So Pacquiao is chasing Mayweather. Mayweather will come back and fight his MMA bullshit with Khabib, but who the hell he gonna fight in the beginning of the year? But everything is gonna end up at the end of the year. The walls are closing in. Everything gonna end up at the end of the year, because these fighters only fight once or twice a year. Come on, that's it. All right, so it's gotta be one bullshit fight and then the last one at the end of the year. This is just opinion to me, but I can see how this is going, because this interim shit, it sounded like some conspiracy, or not a strategic play. Right, because Spence says he's ready, but the background seems like it's saying something else. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Something else is going on. So I'm smelling it. Yeah. I'm smelling it. So we'll see what happens. And like I said, last year, Spence had his voluntary with Mikey. He had his unification. Mandatory. I know y'all don't care about that mandatory shit, but you know, the year is up. He got to do something by this month. But it seems like his mandatory got to fight with Lipinets, and it's an interim title. I don't know what the fuck they want to call that. You know, I'm getting kind of confused with all this shit. You know, I get confused and frustrated with shit sometimes, and I don't want to be bothered. But I'm learning, But the way it sounds like Spence is talking out his neck saying he want this, but he's going to end up doing that. And he is his own boss. And his advisor is Al Heyman. Don't get me wrong. It's all strategic. And I understand that. Strategic is being strategic. There's not a problem with that. I got no problem with Al Heyman. I got no worries about PMC. Look, everybody have their issues and ways in their company. Okay? So, but right now, I'm just smelling some fishy shit. I'm hearing one person say the boxer's saying this, and actions in the back is different. That's it. That's it. So I would suspect some shit going on. The winner, Abdul and Lipinets, and that's that. That's what I see what's going on with Spence next. And I got no problem with that because I want to see if the man is up to par. I want to make sure that man is the same dude after he fought Porter before he had that accident. I want him to be that dog. I want to see the best. I want to see him fight the best at his best, fighting Bud Crawford, and I want to see him at his best, fight the best, fight Manny Pacquiao. That's it. I don't want to see no half-stepping. Kill that noise, yo. Let me get my ass back to work.